Well, hello, Mothershippers. Yes, apparently you do have to wait until just moments before Ellie appears to get your music on today's stream. You also just got some crew chief that I'm going to shut the fuck up right now. So he's done. Thank you, crew chief. Your services are no longer required for at least the duration of the next few hours, my friend. So welcome aboard the mothership, everybody, for 2025. Happy New Year, brand new start, brand new games, brand new look here on the mothership. Everything brand new. So it's all a lot of fun. Thank you for coming by and joining me. Piano Cat, good to see you in chat. Giggle Piglet, good to see you in chat. Diptez, good to see you in chat. Happy Ray, good to see you in chat as well. Good to see everybody popping in for the 2025 kickoff stream. Love to have you guys here. In about 1 hour time, my official farewell to Unibet Poker is about to be published on poker.pro. So as we stream today, we will also be saying goodbye to the old era of Mothership Poker. So thank you very much once again to Unibet Poker for 6 years of various levels of partnership. If you check the passwords out, we still got some ties back to that old shit because the games are still running. Launchpad and Centroll are in there. Passwords are in chat for you guys, and Stratosphere looks like it's still on for the first weekend of 2025. So maybe my legacy on Unibet Poker lives on, regardless of whether my handsome face is gracing their streaming or not. Anyways, there is poker action going on. I'm not going to make you guys stare at this handsome mug all day, as I know that would just cause way too much swooning out there in the world. So yeah, we got some poker happening. We got a satellite 20-cent buy-in, 30 tickets guaranteed. So pretty juicy, all things told. Short stack at the moment, but we bought in late on it, so no surprise there. Also in the $300 guaranteed Daily Legends 8 max deep stack over here on Party Poker. Got the 50 cent. 50 cent rebuy add-on popping up on 88 shortly. Already busted. The mystery bounty did not rebuy in 888. So that's how the day's going so far. There is something else that I want to be in on 888 though. But no, we're going to have 2 games, so no, we don't want to jump into anything else yet. That's funny. I muted the music while I coughed. So you guys heard me cough and did not hear the music. Well, so you guys actually heard an extra version of my cough, thanks to my digital fuck up. So 2025 starting off exactly like every other year, started and ended, everybody. So yeah, good to have you on board, Mothership Poker, for more of the same. It may look different. We may have a new coat of paint, but still the pro strimmer here doing all the shit behind the scenes. So it is what it is. Well, gosh, I have a fair bit of equity here, I think. Backdoor clubs, top second. I don't think we're going anywhere. I don't think we're re-raising either, but I don't think we're going anywhere. The clubs don't come through for us, but we still got top second here. So, we're only really losing to sets and the ace-king. Ace-jack, I guess now, maybe an ace-9. Ace-6 isn't impossible for the small blind, I wouldn't think. Holy shit. The fuck is going on with you? I guess it's not a It's not a ridiculous shove into 44 big blinds, but still, I mean, Jesus. I guess my ace queen's beat, right? Holy fuck. Oh yeah, ace queen is beat. Yeah, indeed. No, I did sort of mess that the fuck up, I have to say. Apologies. Apologies. We didn't kick 2025 off quite flawlessly. I do think there's a party game I want to be playing though. Now that I think about it. Uh, yeah, we're close enough to the start. All right, I'm in the 7 max PKO Daily Legends as well. Just jumping into that now. Bit of a late reg in that for a PKO, but it is it's only been running for like a minute, so add that to my banky roll. Sorry, just doing a little bit of back-end admin work here. Alrighty, like I said, we have the, that's the wrong game. Daily Legends 7 Max PKO running here as well. So GL us in that one. Gonna have the 50-cent rebuy add-on on 888 popping up in roughly 20 minutes time as well. So Damn, GG Cat. Yeah, we all play like idiots once in a while here on the pokers. At least I do. I guess I can't speak for everyone, but I certainly do from time to time. I certainly do from time to time. So I'm not into the booze yet. We are drinking water at this stage of the game. I am about to kick into the edibles, however. And I have every intention of kicking into some Baileys and or beers later on in the day. I picked up a couple of specialty beers for the occasion. We got an After Eight flavored stout. So basically chocolate mint stout from my local brew pub that they've done the last couple of years, and it's just divine. It's like a holiday special thing. So I got a 4-pack of those. Then I also got a 4-pack of their lovely Russian stout, which is fucking rocket fuel, everyone. It's 11%. It's a beer that it's basically fucking wine in a beer can. Is what we're talking about here. 11 fucking percent alcohol. So it is more rocket fuel than beer. But I tell you what, it's fucking tasty. And you don't know you fucking can't taste the 11% alcohol. It tastes like a fucking regular beer. That is the super dangerous part about it, because you will fuck yourself up if you're not aware that it's fucking 11%. Like, fuck yourself up quick. First time I bought a 4-pack of it, I knew it was 11%. Like, I read the label and I knew it was like super strong. But I had no conception what 11% actually meant in a beer, which you drink completely differently than you would drink wine or a highball, right? Or a cocktail. So, especially when you're not fully aware of the impact or of the alcohol content going in, and you're basically sitting there drinking it like it's a 4.5% Guinness, right? Not gonna end well for you, frankly. You're gonna end up under the table a lot fucking faster than you normally would, and than you expect to. Because, like I say, not only is it 11%, but it fucking tastes just like every other beer. You do not 100% do not taste that 11%. So I'm not 100% on this new layout. I'm about 95% on this new layout. There's at least one reasonably minor, but nonetheless important to me, change that I need to make. I'm not happy with how I'm doing this um, table name and title. And I have a better idea of how to do it. It can take a tiny bit of work, but I don't think it's going to be more than half an hour or so of extra stuff, and it should just slot in to where we are now. And I'm going to be playing around with the layout. Well, I'm going to be playing around with that 3D file, with the 3D file that I made this layout from, anyways, for other purposes. So yeah, it should be relatively simple for me to add this, add my plan in, and I think I've got it well formulated, so it's not going to be, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to go into too much detail until it's done, but yeah, that's. So I'm gonna I'm going to be doing a better job of telling you guys what table we're on and what table we're playing and what game we're playing as things go forwards. But yeah, otherwise I'm pretty happy with the way it's looking. Indeed, Russian Imperial Stout, definitely definitely something to pay attention to and watch out for, because that shit gets under your skin. Trust me, like real fast and real hard. $55. We got the 55. Go Cat. Double away. Double, double, double. Guess my fives are no good there. GG fives. Put in a few hours on the Mothership Racing stream yesterday. First time in a long time I've gone live on that stream. Wasn't super successful on the tracks, but wasn't super unsuccessful either. It's taking me a bit of time to learn the new cars, but that's no surprise. I was realizing that the car I was driving last season, and I won't spend a whole bunch of time on this cat, I promise. Car I was driving last season topped out at about 160 kilometers an hour, which is pretty fast, right? Which is, pretty fast. And initially I had a lot of trouble getting used to how quickly things came up on you. These new cars, I've had them well over 230 kilometers an hour. So yeah, stuff comes up on you pretty fucking fast in that. So I'm having to get used to the new speed of the vehicles. The bonus to that is I go back to the old car that I was driving last year, and it feels like I'm just tootling along at highway speeds in my regular car now, and it's super easy to drive. So that's the side bonus. Anyways, sorry, Kat, we're done with the racing talk. Yeah, probably true with that. I think you're probably right with that, Ray. Probably doesn't need that. That's like I do have a specific pattern to my layout on my screens, but I guess it's not relevant to you guys which table it is. What's relevant to you guys is what game is being played, right? The stakes and the stakes and the buy-in and the guarantees and all that jazz, right? Tubby Silva, thank you so much for the raid. That is amazing. Very much appreciate that. Thank you so much. Indeed, I think we missed the alert on screen because my tables were in the wrong order. My sources were in the wrong order, so I apologize for that. But yes, indeed, welcome aboard, Raiders from Tubby Silva. Thank you for the good luck. Appreciate that. And welcome aboard, all Raiders from Tubby Silva's channel. I have to go over and check you out. I haven't seen your stuff yet. It's great having you on board MotherShip Poker. I am Lyle Bateman, stream from Southern Alberta in Canada. Lots of people on stream call me Ellie. I'm also known as Elron in various spots online. And we just busted out of the short stack with a short stack out of the satellite at 888. GG us. I stream from Southern Alberta in Canada. We're in a new era of MotherShip Poker. Used to be pretty dedicated to another poker site, but yeah, regulatory changes happened in my country, and with their business plan, I suppose. And that site no longer offers poker in my country anymore. So we're playing on a few other different places. Party Poker and 888 are the current plans, but we got other potential plans coming up. So stick around, click that follow button if you want to see what's going on. I typically stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, starting at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, which is typically 7 p.m. No, 6 p.m. UK time, right? And 7 p.m. Central European time. I believe, anyways, if I'm doing my time zone math correct. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that makes sense. Like it matters to me, but it doesn't really matter to you guys. And what's displayed on screen isn't relevant to me particularly. What's displayed on screen is for you guys, not for me. I already know. Like I already have that going. So yeah. No, you are correct. So that is one thing that I can add slash subtract slash merge into my new concept. Yes, the names of the games matter. And now that I'm on a client that isn't showing them on the table the way Unibet did, I need to be putting it. I need to putting it on the screen somewhere for you guys. So it's not rocket science for me to do it. Just and like I say, I'm already doing that. Just as a matter of actually, you can see right now on this one why I'm not happy with the current layout. You can see that the 300, the way that it's set up now, is stretching out over my title, and I can't really. I mean, I can fix that, but it's a manual process every time. But my other idea is going to mean that I'm not going to have to do that at all. It's just going to be an automatic, relatively automatic thing. I won't go into boring details for you guys, but yeah, that's the long and the short of it. I am hoping to be a little bit more regular on the racing stream. Sorry, Kat, I did get back to racing for a few seconds. 2025. Haven't worked out what days I'm going to race yet, but I do want to do a little bit more of that over there. So, you know, it won't cut into my time here on MotherShip Poker, but just to let you guys know, probably going to be 2 or 3 days a week of that happening over on YouTube as well. So. I said stout. You may have heard stout, but I said stout. Um, you can hear the difference, stout and stout, in the way I would pronounce those two spellings, my own way. So there is clearly a difference. It may sound like stout to you when I say stout, but no, indeed it is stout, not stoat. Yeah, what's happening on 888 right now? I guess we could jump back into the Mystery Bounty 1 if we wanted to, but we don't have too many big blinds at this stage, so 10 bigs right now. That's probably not ideal. Nothing really super exciting. Well, maybe. Yeah, let's jump in that. 10-cent qualifier to $1 tickets. Sounds the same to you guys, eh? I don't know. It sounds completely different to my ears when I say stout versus stout. But, what can I say? I guess Canadian ears are just more discerning than British ears. I don't know. I guess you guys just can't handle subtlety. The rebuy add-on game has popped up on 88 as well, so we are 8 tables full at the moment. That is not the correct game. I will get the correct game sorted for you, however. Here shortly. That is the correct game. There we go. We are set, everybody. Huh. Spades is definitely a possibility here. Ace queen, I guess, isn't out of the question either. Big blind, ace four, not out of the question. Yeah, lots of ways we can be beat there. I mean, it's a strong hand, but still lots of ways we can be beat there. Lots of ways our ace queen can be fucking toast there. I mean, like I said, I can't help it if you guys have no subtlety in your hearing. It's not my problem. I mean, they might just do in some British pubs, Cat. They might just do. I also don't think my name needs to be on the screen underneath of my webcam there. That seems superfluous and unnecessary, which of course was redundant and repetitive as well. But you know, it is what it is. So that might be a place where I'll drop in what the current daily buy-ins are, maybe daily buy-ins and daily wins. I don't want to overload this layout with stats like I had done last time around. It was way too busy. It was way too busy before. I much prefer this simpler layout with less info in your face. I think we're going to put in a raise with our kings. What do you guys think? So I'm not going to load it down with stats regardless, but I do think, at the very least, the amount that I'm currently playing today and the amount that I've currently won today are both good things to have on screen, at least. There's also going to be, so I'm going to free up that little space underneath my to the right underneath my webcam. And my new idea for the table names is going to mean that this area next to my title is going to be open as well. Now, I don't necessarily need to fill the entire screen, I don't think, with stuff. I think that was one of the problems I had last time, was that I was trying to just jam pack every square millimeter of screen space with something. And I don't necessarily think I need to do that. And it probably makes for a better viewing experience if I don't do that. So I may just, that space may just be left intentionally blank, so to speak. We'll see. On the other hand, I may spread out the online and the number of viewers a little bit more and leave the rest of that space intentionally blank, and put my daily bankroll information down beside the title, which, now that I'm thinking about it, seems like it might be the way to go. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. So yeah, 2025, new year. Of course, it's as I always like to say, January 1st is, not a completely arbitrary choice for the time to end an old year and start a new year. But it's definitely culturally informed to a large degree, because there's lots of other people in the world that don't celebrate New Year's today. Like lots of other people in the world, trust me, that don't celebrate New Year's today. So it's heavily culturally influenced, of course, and it's largely an arbitrary date that we've chosen to, for whatever reason, we've chosen to start our New Year's typically at some point during the winter season. But there's not a lot of reason to believe that in another reality we would have started the year in spring, maybe on the spring equinox, right? So yeah, I think it's largely arbitrary, and heavily culturally influenced, celebrating New Year's on January 1st. But nonetheless, happy New Year to those who celebrate said thing today. I'm, of course, one of those people that celebrate said thing today. So I've been culturally imprinted to subscribe to the January 1st year rollover. But yes, 2025, of course, as you guys know, is going to be has brought already changes here on the mothership. The end of 2024 brought those changes to us. In a way that wasn't entirely our choosing, but nonetheless was um, long overdue, and I'm quite happy with moving forwards and seeing what 2025 and the new era brings. Looking forward to new vistas. I do dig this tune. It's kind of creepy, but I do dig this tune. Magpie. One of the problems is I don't think you guys are going to be listening to the same tune. No, you will be listening to the same tune. Never mind. Never mind. I don't need to say that anymore. You didn't used to be listening to the same tune when we had jukebox going. By the time when I was, I mean, you were. But yeah, it's. I'm not going to get into the time travel shenanigans that happen. But yeah, it used to be the case that if I said something on stream about the song I was listening to, it got to you guys 3 minutes late. It is now the case that if I say something on stream about the song I'm listening to, Jesus fucking Christ, are you kidding me? Um, Shopperino, how you doing, buddy? Welcome, 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 and yes, Happy New Year to you as well, my friend. Happy New Year to you as well, my friend. Hope your 2025 is joyous and wonderful. Every year, Kat, like clockwork, you can 100% count on it every year. Can we fade? We got a little bit more to fade after that flop. We managed to fade it all though. Every year, Kat, like clockwork. New Year's Day, you can expect my rant about the um, cultural influences and arbitrariness of the New Year's date. 100% a yearly tradition, Shopper. 100% a yearly tradition. If I stream on New Year's Day, you guys will hear me rant about it. All right, Giggles, you enjoy your nap. We'll see you back shortly. See you later, perhaps. Part of the reason why I want to change the way the table design is laid out, I mean, partly as you can see, it doesn't really fit in the space that I'm putting it in right now properly. At least not in all cases. Um, but by doing it this way, I've also created more work for myself than I probably needed to. Um, and I can streamline that quite a bit, I think. All in here. GL us with our ace 10. Had to get rid of the ace queen. I did see a flop, but yeah, I guess we're out of this one. But we can re-enter, so we're gonna. Whoops, that wasn't what I wanted to do. That was what I wanted to do. I hit the wrong button. Well, hit the right button, hit the wrong part of the right button. There we go. Kevin Thal, good to see you, buddy. I'm gonna double rebuy in the rebuy tournament. Hope I make it to the add-on this time around. I don't think I ever have in that tournament yet. Yeah, it's, like, I don't know. I think back to a lot of the children's stuff in the 70s, 60s and 70s. And there really are some creepy aspects to them, or weird aspects to them at least, that can be viewed as creepy from a different perspective. Yeah. I don't know, like HR Puff and stuff. I don't know if you guys had HR Puff and stuff over in the UK or not, but like honestly, what the fuck is going on with this quote unquote children's show? You have a teenage boy with apparently no parents at all anywhere in the fucking existence. Um, Kidnapped and tormented by a frickin' witch while being protected by a magical whatever the fuck HR Puff and stuff was supposed to be. Like seriously, how do you go into a fucking network and pitch that as the premise of a children's show? How does that get fucking approved I mean, how that gets approved as a children's show is it's the 1970s. That's the only answer to, or the 1960s, I guess, in the Puff and Stuff case. But still, same thing. 60s, 70s, some weird fucking shit was happening. I have to say. We did not, as far as I'm aware, we did not get Magpie at all here in Canada. I don't remember anything like that. My main children's shows, H&R, I have to admit, HR Puff and Stuff was a little bit, before my time. As it was more my brother's thing than mine. I remember watching it as a really tiny kid, while my brother was more into it. For me, 100% for me, the main two kid shows, and I'm sure I've mentioned these before, but Friendly Giant and Mr. Dress Up were the two Canadian shows, which I'm sure nobody else has ever heard of or seen, except in the various times I've mentioned and put clips on. I don't know if I put a clip of Mr. Dress Up on the channel before, but I know I've put Friendly Giant clips on before, various kinds. I don't remember ever watching Sesame Street as a kid. Like lots of other Canadians remember watching Sesame Street as a kid. I never remember watching Sesame Street as a kid. Those are like I said, the Friendly Giant and Dress Up are the two kid shows I remember watching. Um, and for whatever reason, I had basically no exposure to either the Mister Rogers or the Sesame Street um, universes, other than later on in my life through references to them, I guess, if that makes sense. Got positive I never watched an episode of either Sesame Street or Mister Rogers when I was a kid. I mean, I'm not denying it was brilliant, Kat. I'm just asking. I'm just asking how the fuck you walk into a network executive office and get that fucking concept approved as a fucking kid show. I mean, that is some fucking seriously weird shit going on in that show. Come on, you know. I'm not denying that it was a fucking awesome show. But yeah, it was like I say, I'm don't think I fully appreciated it when I was watching it because it was more my brother's thing than mine, and I was a little young for it, I think. But yeah, no, it was still, yeah. I mean, indeed, but again, is that you've been, you've literally been on this stream since the first time that I streamed back in 2019, Kat. I remember you being on that original stream. Um, is the fact that I went off on a fucking ranty tangent to a viewer comment that had nothing to do with or had very very limited things to do with that comment the least bit of a surprise to you after 6 years? I'm just asking. To be fair, one of my favorite YouTube channels at the moment, well, for the last year or two, um, is basically nothing but an off-topic um, um, an off-topic interruption fest. Um, so yeah, it's probably yeah. Again, I do not remember ever watching an episode of Sesame Street. To be fair, my mother. There were two things about my childhood that my mother was very strict about that um, made, especially well, and I would say this was true up until I was 7 or 8 years old, and after that it relaxed a little bit. But probably around eight, I would guess, 8 or 9. Um, I'll finish this thought after the break. But number one, my mother was did not want me watching anything to do with violence. And I was kept. I never had a toy gun to play with, nothing like that. And it was very anti-violent. And she tried to keep that away from the TV as much as possible. But she's also very anti-American, and we had no American media content until probably, like I say, I was about 9 in the house when we got cable and American media content. Anyways, I'm off to the break, and I'll see you guys back in around 5 minutes time. We are back. Indeed, you did not express surprise, Kat. I agree for sure. But yeah, so it would have actually been, I would have actually been sort of beyond the Sesame Street and Mister Rogers era before we ever got TV channels where I could watch those shows. So that's part of it. Obviously, the violence bit that doesn't apply to those particular shows. But that was also one of the reasons my mother kept us away from cable and American networks for the longest time, because it was much less common to find violent shows on Canadian television at the time than it was American television. So a little easier for her to screen that out for me. But yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure it was the summer of 1973 that we moved to Calgary, in between my grade 3 and my grade 4 year. Um, no, would have been the summer 74, in between my grade 3 and my grade 4 year. That was the first time that I was sort of exposed to any of the American TV or sort of any of that stuff um, going on. Um, that was, in fact, when I started to first watch Star Trek. So the truth is, when I say that, I'm a Star Trek baby because I was born the same week as TOS, I was actually probably 8 before I watched my first episode. And I'm pretty sure my first episode of Star Trek was actually an episode of the animated series, not the original, not a rerun of the original series. Because I definitely remember watching animated series on Saturday mornings. Um, so I would guess by the time I was watching them, they were in reruns, because I think it was 72 that they came out, and I would not have been watching them in 72 for sure. But yeah, so yeah, that's sort of my early media stuff. So yeah, basically my first 8 years was all exclusively Canadian content, basically. I got to redo some party poker scenes here. That's not the right one. It is nice to see them coming up, though. That's the right one. It is nice to see them popping up on their own, though. That wasn't happening before. We are Busto in the satellite. No chance to rebuy, I think, in that one. No, no chance to rebuy in that one. Oh yes, it has begun. By the way, I've switched from water to Bailey's on the rocks. So shit just gets worse from here, everybody. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Shit just gets worse from here. I've also got another edible that I'm gonna chomp down here, but it occurred to me. So this is a chocolate THC chocolate thing. It occurred to me, like, Bailey's and hot chocolate is delicious. Um, it occurred to me that I wonder if I melted that in the microwave to get a liquid out of it, and mixed it in with the Bailey's. What sort of wonderful effect that might produce. So I'm seriously considering that as a possible experiment later in the day. We'll see. Um, King Carino's probably going to be some money going in. Probably going to be 3 bets happening here. Probably going to be. Then again, could be a 4 bet depending on what happens in front of me. But no, in fact, it is a 3 bet. And I think we're going to pot this puppy. I do not mind getting 4 bet when I have kings. Not usually, anyways. I mean, they could have aces. It's not impossible. However, I suggest we are going to find out because I am going to be reshoving this. And, well, I mean, if they have aces, they'll call us. If they don't, they might not. So we will find out if they have aces or not. We may not find out what their hand is, but. Cams May, welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice little pickup for me there in the Daily Legends 8 Max Deep Stack game. Well, yeah, and basically every bit of exposure I've had to Sesame Street has been as essentially as an adult or at the very least young adult. Because even after we got cable, my mother was still pretty cautious about it's weirdly enough, especially with children's programs, trying to keep me away from things like Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers, and pushing me towards the Canadian specific stuff like Dress Up and um, you know, that sort of stuff, and the other Canadian stuff that was maybe more appropriate at my time. I remember a show that I'm sure probably nobody else in the entire world, if you're not Canadian, has heard of. The Hilarious House of Frightenstein that I used to watch religiously in the morning before school. Um, and I've come back and looked at a few, and it's appallingly bad. But that's not unusual for Canadian television at the time. Um, we have aces. Oh, we have 3 of them. We have 3 of them now. Oh, oh, we have aces full now. I guess I'll just shove the rest of my stack. I didn't realize how low I was before. So down to 1 game left on 888 at the moment. Just the 50-cent rebuy add-on game where we are now. I need to put that actually into my bankroll. I didn't, did I? No, I did not. We're now 4 bullets deep in that one as I had to I had to do a double rebuy in that one. But we're still alive and kicking. Um, might be acquiring more chips on this hand, or it might be losing more chips on this hand. We shall see, because we are check. Well, I was gonna say we're check shoving, but I guess we're not check shoving. We're just shoving because we're in position. Decent little chip up there for me. I don't mind taking it down there like that. One, saves me from a showdown. Two, gives me the pot when I'm sure I have the best hand. That doesn't necessarily hold true by the river in that situation, because I don't have a super strong hand at that stage. So, I mean, no, at that stage I have a super strong hand, but two streets later I may not. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is going for the value there is what I want to do when I know, pretty much know, I've got the best hand. Um, and that value either comes from getting the folds, so I don't have to see the turn in the river, um, or the calls from weaker hands that I then hold against, right? Well, even when I don't hold against them, the value, there's the perceived value is that I'm holding against those weaker hands more often than I'm not holding against those weaker hands, right? So I've got a few New Year's threads going on my one of my buddies had a pretty crappy end to the year. He got into a car accident a couple of weeks ago. Had his I don't know if his car was total or not, but pretty serious damage. Had to get a new car. Um, and then I guess his wife went into the hospital just before Christmas. So yeah, that's kind of shitty. Hope all is well for him and his lovely wife. She was always one of the joys at the company Christmas party when I used to work with him at Quebec, and she was always his wife was always one of the joys at the company Christmas party to hang out with, because she was as nonplussed to be there as I was. So I hope she's okay, and I hope all is going well with them for the new year. A few big things coming this year if you're a Star Trek fan. 100% sometime in January, we get the new Section 31 movie. I shouldn't say 100%. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Um, but we're also going to get season 3 of Strange New Worlds sometime this year as well. So should be good. I'm not sure when we're expecting season 2 of Doctor Who, though. I actually have to look at that. I honestly have no idea when that's scheduled to come out. I have a sinking feeling where you need to wait until 2026 for that one. but not 100% sure. One overcard. I don't hate that flop. King isn't ideal for me. Fuck me. I thought we were going to hold there. Yeah, no such luck. I'm not going to be rebuying a PKO. Thank you very much. But GG me. I mean, I don't necessarily think that was a great call. I don't think it was a terrible call. I think it was a very marginal spot where, like, obviously I was ahead at the time. I'm roughly racing against flush draw there. I think if I'm remembering my odds correctly there. Something like 55-45 in my favor, if I'm remembering correctly. But so I think you can definitely fold there. I think you can definitely call there. I think both are reasonable options depending on the situation. Um, Most of the reason that I made the call there was because that particular big blind player had been particularly active and it didn't need to necessarily have a hand to have played it the way that they did based on what I've seen of their play up to that point. And the fact is they didn't, right? When they 3-bet me pre-flop, they had squat. No, sorry, when they 4-bet me pre-flop, or 3-bet me pre-flop, whatever, they had squat, um, except a suited hand. Um, Now, obviously, they flopped flush draw with that, and that was the deciding factor. But my read was correct, is the point I'm trying to make. Right? They could be making that aggressive move from the big blind with um, much more than premium hands. So I don't mind the call, frankly. I just need to be expecting, and I was, but I just we just need to know in those spots when we make those calls that we're gonna be drawing against things like the flush draws. We're going to be looking to hold. I mean, against things like the flush draws. Welcome back, Dippers. How's it going? You have a bankroll again? That's cool. I'm debating whether I'm going to drop deposits in on Party and 888 or not. It would definitely be somewhat useful on 888. Given that there's a bunch of free rolls that I can't play because I've never deposited on the site. Um, Now, you might think that means that I'm working on a bankroll for free, but that's not actually the truth on 888. Although I've never gone through the official deposit process. Back in the days when you could transfer money on 888. I took some payment from a friend that I'd loaned some money to as money from 88 on 888. So essentially had the deposit done that way rather than through their official channels. Um, so I can't really say that I've built my bankroll up from zero on 888, but unfortunately, the way that I did get a bankroll on 888 means that I don't have access to the free rolls because I haven't gone through the official deposit process. So it might be useful for me on 888 at least to put some extra money into the bankroll. I don't think there's anything like that that's happening on Party, so I don't really think I need to worry about that so much on Party. But my Party bankroll is low and dwindling fast, so if I want to continue playing on there, I either need to win something or I may need to reload at some point in the near future. I think we're down to like $14 there, $12, 12.27 after today's buy-in so far. I'm only about a week away from heading to Calgary for my first tilt on the live reporting circuit this year. WSOPC, January, Calgary. Which reminds me, I need to start getting sorted on the back end admin I need to do for that. Nice, nice. Well done, well done. Good stuff, good stuff. New Year's Eve. Bit of a present there for you on New Year's Eve, I guess. A bit of a present here for me. Perfect hand to have when you got 8.9 bigs in the small blind. Maybe we don't get called, but we don't care if we do. We're almost always ahead. Nice, nice. We've got ourselves a double in this one, and we're still alive. Yeah. Indeed, I might have had I joined that. I'm sorry I did not. I had other things to do yesterday afternoon um, that I was not able to focus on things like a stream while doing. So I apologize for that. Backdoor clubs, not totally insignificant there. Bar Charlie, welcome aboard. Thank you so much for the follow. Good to have you on board. It's got to be pretty close to my longest stream ever if I put in 7 hours. Like, I'm sure I did a few that would have been close to that back in the day. But it's been a long time since I've even come close to a 7 hour stream. Like, several years since I've even come close to a 7 hour stream. Holy shit, you're even on webcam. Oh my god, I'm sorry I missed that. Sorry I missed the penguin on cam. Oh, come on. Where's all my spades? Where's all my spades? That's impressive, Cat. That's very impressive. Good to have you here, Charlie. Hope all is going well. Tell us a little bit about yourself, if you like, in chat. Introduce yourself to the regulars. It is a pretty reg-heavy chat tonight. That's not that unusual here on Mothership Poker. But yeah. I don't think I can rebuy. Let's try, though. All right. We got to the add-on phase with just 4 bullets today, so pretty happy with that. BL shopper. BLE. Yeah, don't BLE. There's no room in the world for 2 of whatever the fuck this is. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Just BL, don't BLE. You are certainly welcome to relax in the passenger compartment, my friend. Good to have you on board. Indeed, Dipper also streams poker, oftentimes covers for me. I think he streams other things too from time to time, right? It's not just poker. You stream other games too, right? Dips. I typically reserve Mothership Poker for well, poker. It's there in the name, but this Twitch channel pretty much is only poker. I do sim racing over on my YouTube channel, of course, with some live streams that have been very intermittent last year, but I'm hoping to get a little bit more regular this coming year. Put in about 4 hours on track live on stream yesterday. That, of course, being part of what I was doing yesterday, that I couldn't watch a stream with Dip Taz. I was doing my own stream, so I apologize for that, my friend. Well, welcome aboard. It's been a while since I've been to Portland. No, I was there when I was a kid. We drove through it on our big road trip down to the States. So that much I'm sure of. I think I've been. Yeah, I think I've been once since then as well. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm pretty much an exclusive tournament. I'm pretty much an exclusive tournament player myself. Um, Play almost no cash whatsoever. I was I was a profitable player on Unibet without question. Um, so far, I haven't been on these other clients. Been, but it's still pretty small sample size in my data set. So thinking I might just have to turn those emotes off. That was a little annoying. That was a little annoying. We are down to just a single game left now. Might be another early day today. I've not been able to put together much for deep runs lately. And I think the one time I did put together a deep run um, was on a Monday, and I flipped you over to Ian Simpson so we could watch the home game on his stream with him. And then promptly busted the deep run I had going anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. I would have like even if I hadn't have done that raid when I did, I would have done it like 10 minutes later when I busted anyway. So yay, my title profile about thing is finally updated today. So yeah, it must have been like a cache thing that when you click the start stream, it loads all that into cache and just uses it for the rest of the time that you're online. Seems like the logical explanation for the symptoms we observed. Anyways, if I were to put on my sysadmin hat for a few seconds, which admittedly doesn't fit me very well these days. Used to fit me pretty well, but does not fit very well anymore. I was having to look up some like literally some basic things. I was doing I was trying to do a find command on a Unix command line, and I used to pull out find commands from my brain for sort of any directory string or set of directory strings with any sort of filter, reg filter applied, um, or regex filter applied to it. Um, and I had to go to the man page a couple of weeks ago. Just remember the notation to get the get a list of um, files loaded from a command line switch, and load the search pattern from a file, and I would have been doing that in my sleep like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So yeah, it's definitely things have vacated my brain. Bit more poker action coming up shortly. Oh shoot, I don't want to be in that one. Well, we're in that one anyways. All right, we're playing a PLO bounty battle. I didn't realize it was PLO when I regged, but we're playing a PLO bounty battle on Party. I am also in a 10-cent turbo on 888. right, we have got a bit of extra poker action to go on for you guys now. You've got the 10-cent buy-in, $30 guaranteed, Turbo 10C on 888. And I also have, that is the wrong game, but we'll get that fixed. That's the wrong game, but we'll get that fixed. PLO Bounty, there we go, for 33 cents, $25 guaranteed on Party. Oh, was I leaning? Was I leaning over? Was I doing that or that maybe? Yeah, I do that from time to time. I don't know why. Just I just noticed myself doing it, and I'm like, oh, well, you should probably straighten up. Indeed, it might be an improvement, Cat. You never know. I mean, I did have the flush draw there, but it's not the nut flush draw, so could easily have he could easily have better hearts than me. The king isn't really strong enough to be calling there with, so. I D-dipped test. That sucks. I think this is the first time I ever played it. That's not an ugly looking hand for PLO, so I think we're gonna play our stack with it. I don't hate that flop for my hand. It's not ideal, but I think we're just maxing that shit out and hoping for the best. Does not look like we're going to find the best. We are done in that one. Quick game. I'm not going to rebuy that. It's a bounty game, so I think one and done for that. So, GG me. Yeah, that is funny. That is funny. Ryan deuce 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 gets capped by quad deuces. One for the memory books. Well, I did not bubble that one today, Diptaz. I lost that one within 10 minutes of it starting. So I would have to suggest that that makes me a fuck of a lot more efficient than you. You wasted all that time getting paid zero, whereas I got paid zero in just a fraction. Fraction of that time, buddy. Just saying. To be fair, that's a recycled joke. I used to make a similar joke about my about being married for 7 years the first time and 2 years the second time. That means I got more efficient as I got older. It is break time once I finish this hand in the on party. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Let's move. It's break time. It's break time. Come on, it's break time. There we go. All right, it is break time. I will see you guys back in roughly 5 minutes. I am back. A few more seconds before the poker action gets underway. I've got a granola bar, sugar-filled granola bar, cat. Yes, indeed. Which I'm going to munch away on. The Bailey's is hitting me a lot harder and a lot sooner than I expected. So I need some food in my stomach, obviously. So we're going to put some food in our stomach. I'm going to mute the mic, but you guys will see the poker action happening on screen as it does. I'll mute the mic this time instead of muting the music. How's that for an improvement on the stream? $15x open. That's interesting. Guess we just play for it all, right? All right, I'm back on voice. It did occur to me that I suppose the other thing I could be feeling as well is the fact that I'm 20 milligrams deep into the edibles today as well, and about to be 30 milligrams deep into the edibles. All right, Chopper, you have a good evening, my friend. Nice to see you again. Happy New Year. We'll see you again on Saturday, I hope. Yeah, that's not a good hand in deuce, Ray. Even if it's deuces full of sevens, not a good hand in deuce. To be fair, you can potentially draw three to a pretty good, darn good hand if you've got deuces full of sevens, but it's pretty marginal. And to be fair, you're also blocking a lot of the you'd also be blocking a lot of the nuts for the other players. So the more I think about it, actually, it's not the worst fucking spot in the world. There are far worse hands to beat out in quad aces, for example. Pretty fucking shitty hand in deuce of seven. There's really no way to sugarcoat that one. Deuces full of sevens, not your worst nightmare. Not a great hand for sure, but not your worst nightmare. Moisty Moisty, how you doing, my friend? GL, if you're playing today, I am 30 milligrams deep into the edibles. I am smoking joints. I am drinking Baileys. So that's how the new year is starting for me. This will not be a regular occurrence. I will not be drinking Baileys on stream at 11 a.m. or noon. What 1 p.m. On most. Well, I started around noon. I won't be doing that on most streams or for any other days for the rest of the year. This is a New Year's treat for y'all. Oh man, set over sat. That's brutal. Looks like we're done in the Daily Legends game just before the money. About 20 before the money, so not just before the money. But GGS in the Daily Legends 8 Max Deep Stack. All right. I've been regging a bunch of extra games. That's not really going particularly well for me. So I think we're just going to play this 8 and 8 game out and call it a day for the stream. Thank you all for joining me. We'll be here for a while, so I'm not, I'm not like saying thank you, goodbye right now, but looks like I'm already following the giggles. Just wanted to make sure I was following, but I am. Nice one, Ray. G in the money, my friend. Well done. Money is always nice. It's been a lot harder for me to come by lately on the stream for the last couple of years than it was in the first couple of years. But hey, I guess that's the way poker goes. It is definitely a swingy game. Guess we're not holding. Guess we're rebuying this one. Yeah, I'm not playing any $5 games at this point. I'm 220 is my top end on both clients that I'm playing at the moment. Unless I have a ticket of some kind for them, of course. I will play bigger games with a ticket. We're gutted. We're gutted and we're in position. Yeah, no, I don't have that configured on this yet. Yeah, hunting tigers, of course. Of course. Wait, why is that on the screen? That shouldn't be what's on the screen. What the hell? What the helly? There we go. That's better. My apologies. My apologies. I don't know why that's all on the screen, but there you go. You got to look at my minuscule bankroll there. Don't think anything particularly interesting happened on the tables, anyways. So it wasn't that much of a loss for you. Except I perhaps busted and had to rebuy in the middle of that. Well, it was off screen now that I'm thinking about it, but whatever. It is what it is. You guys get what you pay for, and remember, most of you are paying sweet bugger all for this. So, just saying. Good job, Dippers. Yeah, my bankroll over on Party only started about 25, and we haven't had a particularly good run since we started playing again over there. So, um, what did I start as? I have all that marked in my spreadsheet. 2730 was my opening balance on Party Poker. So I'm what, down about $10 at the moment? All right. Good luck in your game, Gigs. Good luck in your game. I might be rebuying yet again in this turbo game. Indeed. Looks like I am rebuying yet again in this game. A lot of foreign language content on the stream, on the music playlist today. I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing out that it's a lot of non-English songs today. Nice one, Differs. Yeah, Omaha's easy as long as you're running well. Once you start running poorly, it'll turn quickly on you, my friend. If you think Hold'em is an unforgiving, nasty beast, when the true colors of PLO rear their head, you're gonna see what a true beast really is. I mean, it's good. It's good advice for any form of poker. Moist flops. It's not terrible advice for. It doesn't matter whether you play PLO or not. If you play poker, it's not terrible advice. Yeah, that's going particularly well. You seem to be running. Seem to be running okay in that game, Dippers. We folded our open-ended straight draw. I was going to say open-ended flush draw, but that's clearly not something that exists either in my hand or at all. I much prefer PLO 8. I'm much better at PLO 8 than I am at PLO. I took down quite a few PLO 8 tournaments, or well, O8 tournaments on. I have to admit, PLO 8 is not my super strong point. FLO 8 was my strong point. I played a bunch of that on Stars and Tilt back in the day, and did really well in those limit games. But I'm not quite as familiar with the right betting patterns in the pot limit game yet. Like, I still understand the hands ranges to play fine. It's just how to play those ranges is more what I don't have a good handle on in the pot limit game. To be fair, it's pretty easy to get a handle on that side of it in a fixed limit game because there isn't a whole lot. You don't have a whole lot of options, right? So it's pretty easy learn. The curve ain't too steep on that one. We're gonna have to start calling you MVE. Or maybe since you're doing it on Party Poker, we'll call you Party V. Just over 15 minutes left in late reg on this. Unlimited rebuys for 10 cents. I don't know if I'm going to make use of the unlimited aspect of that. I'm probably good for at least one more dime if need be. I never hate getting an open-ended straight draw. Oh, there I was at it again, open-ended flush draw. I love these open-ended flush draws. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Quack, quack, and quack once again. I don't hate that flop by any stretch of the imagination. Gonna play it a little coyly at this point, get as much value in there as I can. I guess there's a 6-4 out there that has me crying in my soup, but an ace-4, but otherwise we're probably in pretty good shape with our trip deuces. Our trip deuces are looking pretty good in this situation. Indeed. If you'd had the 7 deuce, you'd have been crushing my little ass. But no, you apparently did not have the 7 deuce. You had the 7 something else. Nice, 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 nice. I think I want to see a flop with my king 10. I think I want to see a flop with my king 10, he says. Hopefully. Not that flop. Gosh darn it. That's a fucking shitty ass flop for my hand, gosh darn it. Damn, GG dippers. I feel some clubs coming on. I feel some clubs coming on. Where are my clubs? Come on, where are my clubs? Gosh darn it. Is Jack High ever good here? I'm probably giving up by checking. Yeah, I think I'm always giving up by checking there. Eventually, clubs have to come, right? Got one club. That's one better than last time. I guess we're just UT shoving, UTG shoving the 99. Like it's not ideal, but I don't really know what else we do with it with 12.3 bigs. We're not folding. Well, I don't mind the flop though. My gosh, that was a little filth. That was some filth. I'll take it, but that was definitely some filth. Spades. 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 We like it, a spades. All right, we're starting to stack some chips up now. We are starting to stack up some chips now, everyone. Damn, GG Dippers. GG to the Dipper. Should probably see a flop with that, especially with so much money in the middle. If I hit, it'll be potentially huge, but what are you going to do? That wouldn't have been a good flop for me anyways. Omaha 6, oh my god. Like fucking Omaha 4 is bad enough for my brain. Omaha 6 makes me hurt. That 25 game mix I played on Tilt back in the day had a '06 high-low variant in it. You wanna fucking make your brain bleed. You wanna fucking make your brain bleed. Try working out the hand combos and odds on a 6 card Omaha high-low fucking board. I don't know about you, but my brain damn near exploded on those rounds. Yeah, I'm in this final game, and then I'm done for the day once this game is complete. I'll run this down as long as I'm in the game, but once I'm busto, we'll be bringing the mothership in for a landing. Oh, excuse me. Turning into such an old man, though. I didn't even make it to midnight last night. I was in bed by about 11:30 p.m. Didn't watch any countdowns. I had a very boring, but nonetheless enjoyable for me New Year's Eve. I've especially in the last 5 to 10 years as well, I really have not done anything on New Year's Eve, and by choice, because it's it's kind of always a mess. I mean, it's fun, don't get me wrong, to go out to big parties and stuff like that on New Year's Eve. Um, but the logistics are just horrendous, right? Like, I don't like to drive, obviously, for obvious reasons. So you're trying to take cabs or Ubering, and the transportation situation on that night is just appalling, right? It's just not. So, so yeah, I generally just don't bother. Um, I'll stay home and watch New Year specials sometimes, but I didn't even do that last night. I just played around on my computer and watched some YouTube and had a pretty normal evening actually. I oh, Launchpad's probably still regging, right? Launchpad's probably still regging. Yeah, okay. But indeed, English is preferred as I'm an ignorant Canadian who does not speak any other languages except for English. Ah, free roll. I do not have any passwords for. I'm afraid to say. Centroll and Launchpad. Centroll is long closed, but Launchpad would be the only thing that I have a password for at the moment. We're past late red, so I guess to get rid of my fours. And a good thing I did. We're actually in a money spot. We're nine. Oh no, we're just outside of money spot now. 91 of 169 with 81 places paid in this game. So we're still a ways from the money, but not that far away. And I'm also not that far away from a money spot. So pick up a few chips here and there, or just survive, and we should do okay. We should be able to do okay. Did it? I thought it was a long late reg on that one. Oh, that's the Monday game with the rebuy out on, right? Yeah, okay. Well, I can't imagine they'll keep running it if it's only going to be 10 runners in those games. I can't imagine they'll keep. Can't imagine they'll keep those going. But then again, it is New Year's Day, so who knows? Nice, nice. Well done, Ray. Good luck in the strat on Sunday. Saturday. Saturday. Fucking, it's been like 3 weeks and I've forgotten when my game runs. $0.16 min cash. So we do not make a profit with a min cash in this game. We are too deep for that, but we'll see what we can do. All right, it is break time, everybody. So I will see you guys back in roughly 5 minutes. See you soon. That's actually the screen I should be on. Sleep well, Giggles. Sweet dreams. Hope you managed to get yourself some sleep. We are still about a minute away from the action here on the final table in play today. But I am just on the verge of a cashing position here. 84 of 140 with 81 getting paid in this game. So my guess is we're either going to be in the money, bust, or both by the next break. One of those three things will have occurred. Oops, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'll get back to the music here. My apologies. I went into settings for a second by mistake. Yeah, I think that's a shove spot. Fair-ish fight. One that we win and take not an insignificant or not a super significant pot, but nonetheless, survive and stay alive wouldn't hurt us too badly if we'd have lost it, but gets us one closer to the money anyways. And puts me in a money spot. 71 of 131 now with 81 paid. 71 gives me a 16-cent min cash if I get there. I believe I'm 3 bullets deep in this game. Yeah, 3 bullets deep, so I'm 30 cents deep in this game, so I need to get to 17th place if I want to get my money back, which seems unlikely. But there is 731 up top, so that wouldn't be terrible. We're still 3 or 4 hours away from the end of this game, though, I would guess. I mean, if Queen Jack was a shove before, yeah, much earlier position this time around, so I don't think so. If we're on the button or the hijack or the cutoff, maybe even the hijack, I'm probably shoving that, but I think from E to G plus 1, probably not. Down to 120 left. So less than 40 away from the money. Dropping pretty fast. No surprise there. Being a turbo, I don't imagine it's even going to slow down very much once we get near the bubble. We might just blow right past the bubble, in fact. Might just blow right past the bubble. It's pretty short at the moment. Um, Average stack is like 19.2 bigs, which is, not great. And you can see that I'm actually in the money with 11.7, so fairly reasonably deep in the money with 11.7 as well. So yeah, there's a lot of shorties out there. Lots of shorties under 10 bigs out there. So some patience is probably in order at this point. We're probably going to be in the money within, I would say, 5 to 10 minutes tops. Ace Queen 10 on the flop would be pretty cool. Wouldn't hate seeing that. Wouldn't hate seeing that at all. No, not what we see. Like King High's good here a fair bit. I don't think it's let's bet good. I think it's let's get the showdown value good, but it's good here a lot. Still good here a lot, in fact. Like I said, King High's good here a lot, just not my King High. Just not my King High. Pipped by the Queen. The Queen pipped on me, everybody. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Didn't lose a shitload of ships there, at least. fact, I think I only lost what I was going to lose anyways, even if I had folded the hand pre-flop. Right, it got checked around. It was limped pre-flop, and it got checked around afterwards. I was in the big blind, right? So I was just in for what I was forced to invest anyways. So yeah, pretty big game this round. I ended up with 452 players in the game. So, well, 452 entries, I think. Or is that players? I don't see any list of. I don't see any separate number for rebuys on the screen, but. Oh no, there we go. Rebuys, reentries, entries, reentries. Yeah, okay. Okay, so 452 is total. 321 and 131 are the entries and reentries. I'm at 2 of those reentries. That's got to be a shove. Ah, we hit the straight. I was thinking we lost there, but no, we hit the straight. We're down to 102 players left now. I am in 64th position. Reminder, 81 paid, so 101, so we're exactly 20 off the money now. We're exactly at 20 off the money. Nice one, Ray. Bounty Deuce games are weird. So I think patience is in order in this case. We're folding our King Jack once again in middle position this time, but we're not in super late position. So I think we're going to get rid of that with 7.9 bigs and currently a money stack for better than a min cash. So I don't hate the spot I'm in. We can always run it up once we get in the money. We are now about 10 from the money. Less than 10. 9 for the money. 90 players left. We are 52 of 90. Three off the money. We'll be hand for hand very shortly. Probably when this hand ends, we'll go hand for hand, I would guess, or sometime in the next hand. Tournament is now hand for hand. I do love me a bit of deuce once in a while. I should fire up PokerStars again. It's been fucking ages. I'm sure I've got a small bankroll over there as well, actually. Unless they've sucked it away from me for being inactive, which is not impossible. Just taking out the pot there is fine. I don't really want to let them get there any better than I am there. They've hit the 8. It's just life. Kleedsy! Yeah, I've been watching old MotherShip poker archive videos and been seeing that. Been seeing that name. I do not think we're going to be on the bubble anymore once this hand for hand action finishes. I think we're going to be in the money. That's my prediction. Bold as it is. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. We're still on the bubble. We're still hand for hand. My gosh, 2 whole hands we put hand for hand. Will it ever end? I'm fully McFool face in this spot. I wouldn't think it could possibly last much longer. There are some minuscule stacks out there. Like that 2.3 big blind stack on my table isn't even close to the shortest stack. But we play on hand for hand on the money bubble once again. Will it ever end, I ask? Will it ever end? GG Omaha, Ray. Or sorry, Diptaz, GG Omaha. No, Ray, GG. Yeah, indeed, we could use it for home games, for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. For sure, man. Ah, that's probably not going to win a lot. That's really a hopeful pat. If you're playing single draw, Jack, yeah, sure, I pat a Jack. I'm not usually fond of patting Jack 10s, but, I'll pat a Jack 8 and down for sure. Triple draw, no fucking way I'm patting Jacks. Fucking need the nuts or nothing in that game almost. Maybe they thought the ace was low instead of high. Maybe they didn't realize it was deuce to 7. Oh, right, you were Griefex. It was Moist. He was Cleats. Right, Griefex. It's fun to see who came and went along the way. who's still around. Part of why I did this was I published that retrospective for Poker Pro today from my Unibet era, and I was going back through some of the old data and some of the old streams for reference for it. And yeah, at least Night Shopper and Piano Cat, and there might be a couple of others who were in the money. By the way, here, I should probably just shove this, but I'm good with this. At least Piano Cat and Night Shopper were in my very first Mothership Poker stream, even long before it was called Mothership Poker, back in January of 2019, and they're still coming by the stream now, 6 years later. So go figure. I must be doing something that amuses them at the very least. Ah, USB cat. I don't know. Plug her in a USB port. See if you got any programming options. Fair enough, cat. Cat would know. Yeah, single draw, no limit. Clearly does not understand the game if they're padding with ace high. I am in pretty dire straits at this point. We're going to need to find some chips or go home. Well, I'm already home, but you know what I mean. Well, we found the first ladder spot from 16 cents to 17 cents. I'm not getting ridiculously excited about that, but nonetheless, it is better than a smack in the nuts with a frozen squirrel, as they say. Well, probably as only I say, but you know. Yeah. But bum bum. I still need to do an invoice today for my December work. Well, I guess we got our money in with ace 8. We're very close to the ladder at 18 cents, though. It doesn't matter. I'm in good shape to survive and move on. So I think we're one. I think we're on the bubble to the. Yeah, 47th place is the next ladder to 18 cents. So there, we're in that now, 18 cents. Ladders to 20 cents at 39th. I am suited. Not quite gapped, though, so I think we'll let this one pass. Where's my nice hand? I want to say nice hand. Yeah. Phoning it in, so to speak. We have silence all of a sudden. Why do we have silence in my eardrums? Oh, because there's a boatload of silence at the end of Marrakesh Express? Alrighty. Not anymore, there's not. Let's skip to the next song. I want to break free. Yeah, I sing terribly too. Some fucking weird choreography with this video. Like I swear to God, for part of it, they've just taken a break from the orgy they're having and put on a show for the cameras before they go back to their orgy. I mean, that may not be far from the far from the truth, to be honest, but knowing Freddie. I'm a busto. We are done for 20 cents. 33rd place out of 452, so I'm not terribly unhappy. We didn't make our money back and didn't even come close to making our money for the day back, but hey, it wasn't the worst result in the world now, was it? Now, what was it, everybody? I always say if you stand up from the poker table with more money than you sat down with, you've had a good day. Now, we didn't quite do that for the day, but we did do that in the final. Well, no, we didn't really do that in the final tournament, did we? So, I didn't really have a good day on the poker table. So, what am I going to say? I did have a good day with all you guys, though. So, it's been good. The Bailey's on ice has been a blast, and the 30 milligrams of edibles have been a blast, and the rest of the intoxicants I've been imbibing into today have been a blast, and I'm definitely feeling the effects of them. So I'm glad you guys suggested this, and I'm glad you came join me for the New Year's Day celebrations. I will be back on Saturday. Sadly, as you know, I won't be streaming the Stratosphere, but I guess you guys are going to be playing the Stratosphere. So good luck in that. I'll be back streaming some other games on 888 and Party, and maybe elsewhere too. Who knows? By then, I might have come up with some other ideas. We will see. Yeah, I guess I'll stop babbling and decide that we are done for the day. So thank you all for coming and hanging out with me once again on Mothership Poker. I love that you've been with me for the past 6 years, and hope you'll be with me as long as I hang around these Twitch streets streaming poker with me. It's been a blast. Yeah, regardless of the result, it's been a great time hanging out with you guys. Anyways, so thank you one and all for being part of the stream, and I will see you in 2025 and going forwards. Until Saturday, this is your Captain Elron out. For more vintage poker content from Mothership Poker, click the subscribe button and check out the playlists for all of our old archived content, as well as the ads only cut from some of the early streams.